Oh, we're live. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Monday. Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. How you guys doing today? We've had a mainly sunny day here in Creston all day today, about 40 degrees. I'll take it, considering we've had that just terrible, gray, yucky weather. I'm just so happy that we're getting something decent here today. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I want to let you know America looks great. I went to America yesterday, across the border into the United States, and the border guard looked at my wife and I and said, "Wow, your wife looks like Jennifer Aniston." I said, "I know, that's the myth." And he says, "Where are you headed?" I said, "Well, we're looking to go to Coeur d'Alene. We got to go to Costco and pick up some provisions." He says, "How long are you going to be in for?" I said, "Well, 4 or 5 hours." "Sounds good," he says, hands us our passports, and you're gonzo, have a good old time. Come back to Canada. And the Canadian guard is asking us, "How long were you away?" I said, "Well, we went to Coeur d'Alene for about 4 or 5 hours, did some groceries." "Where'd you go?" I said, "Well, picked up some stuff at Costco." "Show me your receipt." I thought, we could be in trouble here. But no, he asked us, "How much did you spend down there?" And I said, "I think it was about $100, $110, something like that." Handed him our receipt, and he just looked it over, and he's smiling. And he hands us a little piece of paper, and it talks about what the limits are, what you can bring into Canada without paperwork and duties and stuff. And I think he noticed I bought at Costco. You folks know you buy everything in bulk. I bought 5 dozen eggs, a big flat of 5 dozen eggs. You Americans have no idea how cheap eggs are for you down there. It's unbelievable. Up here, I pay $3.20 for a lousy dozen eggs. Dozen eggs, $3.20. Down there, I bought 5 dozen eggs for the Canadian equivalent of what was that? $1.65. almost half price for a dozen eggs. I bought 5 dozen. Guys, I'm figuring it's going to last a while. Unbelievable. So I'm back. Picked up some food from America, brought it back to Canada, and we're all good here. So welcome back, everybody. Updates on where we're at. The channel is just plugging along. While I was away yesterday, folks are watching videos all day long. It's fascinating to me to watch the analytics on Mondays. I watch it all the time, but on Monday mornings, I get a kick out of seeing what happened over the weekend. And it's funny how the numbers kind of ebb and flow. Of course, I don't do a live broadcast on Sunday, so there are no results for any live broadcasts on Sunday, obviously. But it's interesting to see how the lives are picking up every week. We have more viewers, and thank you for joining me on my live streams. I also really appreciate your engagement with me on my live streams. That's what kind of makes the show work, I think, is that we get to talk back and forth. I'm a bit disappointed with YouTube so far on that. We got this big splashy announcement last week that starting, I think, Wednesday, maybe, we would see our comments, the comments that you folks are pumping in here, that they would show up, and we'd see them on the replays. Not yet. I haven't seen them yet. I've gone to other YouTube channels to check it out. As a matter of fact, this morning I was watching one of my favorite guys. He's an influencer. He's a YouTube influencer. He really knows what he's doing. Like, as opposed to me, I haven't got a clue what the hell I'm doing. But this guy, he knows all the buttons, and he knows all the software, and he knows all the tricks and all the. I have no idea. I don't even know where sometimes I don't know where the button is to turn this computer on. Anyway, he was trying to do a live stream with a guest, and the guest is another influencer with, I don't know, 500,000 subscribers. These guys are huge. They really know their stuff. They do YouTube seminars for YouTube. I mean, this is good stuff. They're almost, they could be employees, but they're not. But anyway, they couldn't get it to work. So I thought, well, I guess I'm not doing too bad then. Hey, all right. I'm going to have to just keep on reading these comments here. And I think that's part of the charm of the channel, of the show, is that if you watch this show tonight, tomorrow, I'm reading the comments to everybody and engaging with the comments one-on-one, and it's great. So we're having a good time, and I'm loving it. So thanks for everything, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I'm still demonetized, just in case you're curious. Or I'm sure some of you are sick and tired of having me talk about it, but Still demonetized. It's 2 weeks tomorrow. I am not getting paid by YouTube at all. I'm getting a little frustrated, but it's the same everywhere. So my only form of income is either from super chats, which is your generosity on the dollar sign on the bottom of this chat thing. You're making a donation to this guy, and or Patreon pledges on Patreon, a monthly commitment. Those are the only forms of income I have, and thankfully, the last 5-6 days, there's been a little coming in, and thanks. It just helps compensate for a complete shutdown on the channel as far as revenue goes from advertising. Anyway, what I was going to say, we had 1,222 subscribers on Saturday afternoon when I went off the air, and right now I'm showing 1,234. So I haven't gained that many. 12. I'll take it. 12 newbies. How are you, 12 newbies? If you're watching, glad to have you here. But it's not as active as it was before. I think it has a lot to do with just the time of year and or I don't know, the demographics. I can't put my finger on it. It just sort of ebbs and flows. There are days where I'll get 30 subscribers in one day, and then for 2 or 3 days it'll be kind of quiet, and then it comes back, and you just never know. Anyway, the channel just keeps rolling along, and thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your comments. I get just a ton of them from you guys. I had a lovely comment from Don's Family Vacation. He's got a YouTube channel that covers cruising as well. He's out of Canada, which is interesting, I find. And he sent me a hello, and I responded back to him, and I really appreciate that. I'm kind of hoping to do some collaborations not too long from now with a few other YouTubers. I'd like to find a way to collaborate and make some videos with them, and do some bouncing back and forth. But that'll come with time and exposure and experience and talent. They might look at my channel and go, "Oh, this guy's so basic. I don't know if I want to be involved with this guy. He might cost me viewers. I don't know if I want to do that." Pardon me a sec. Just drop my sheet. I did just upload a video not too long ago, for the last half an hour or so, talking about money you can save going on a cruise. Stuff that I know we talk about all the time on this free for all. Those of you, by the way, if you're just watching me here and you've never been here before and you're wondering, what's this guy doing? What's going on? What is this live chat he has a stream? The basic premise is this. I love talking about cruise ships and going on holidays and traveling. And my viewers are about the same. They're kind of like me. And we determined on Saturday's show, I think it was, we're addicted. We're addicted to cruising. We can't wait to go on a cruise. One of the signs that you know you're addicted is that you know exactly how many days it is until you go on your next cruise. As a matter of fact, it gets so bad you even know how many hours and minutes it is. It's really an affliction. And we love talking about cruise ships and cruise ship holidays and everything else. And there's so much going on in the cruise business. And this is an open question Q&A session. You can ask me anything you want about going on a cruise. I'll try to answer it for you. If I can't, one of my viewers here probably has the answer, because there's some experienced cruisers here who really know their stuff. And I just love the fact that they join in and follow me here, and we seem to have a pretty good time. So what I usually ask everybody is, why don't you say hi? Tell me, where are you located? What town are you in? What state? What country? What's your high temperature today? Here in Creston, we're at about 40 degrees, mainly sunny, Meltfest. I woke up this morning with 3 inches of powder, beautiful powdery snow. It's all gone. It just burned off today, and I'm just delighted. And so I'm just going to take a look at my messages. You see how they're just coming in here? They just come in, they come in. So I'm going to start to say hi to everyone who's saying hi to me. And let's see who's here. Sebastian is here. How are you, Sebastian? Nice to have you back. We've got, what do we got here? Sebastian saying, like a Monday, we will be better Friday. Feels like a Monday, doesn't it? Yeah. Wes Morrison, how you doing there, Wes? He's back from Texas. Sebastian's telling me it's 8 degrees Celsius here in France. Welcome, Sebastian from France. Wonderful to have you as always. Bob Hollis, hi Bruce, 59 and overcast in Atlanta. Beats rain. What the heck? 59, not too bad. Debbie Emanuel's back. How you doing? Hi, Debbie. She's saying, hi Bruce, sunny but chilly, 60 degrees in Northern California. Pamela Jordan is here. Hi Bruce and everyone, 62 Fahrenheit and mostly cloudy. And then Peter Heckema's here. Hi Bruce. He's saying 75 degrees in Tarpon Springs, Florida today. 10 degrees lower than it's been in the last 3 weeks, but still very nice, he goes on to say. Lots of people in this part of the state, they're here for spring break. Oh yeah, it's March, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Don't be taking none of those 3-day cruises, kids. Oh, the booze cruises are about to go. Pamela, Jordan, and Wendy, she says. Sylvan Forrest is saying, hi, Bruce, and everyone. Dad and I are watching your channel with our usual late afternoon rum and coke and cigar. It's a cooler 73 degrees Fahrenheit here, sunny and no wind. No wind. That's all right. 73 and no wind. Very pleasant. You got to love that. Welcome back, Sylvan and Dad. Jorge Santana, hi Bruce, 42 degrees in Boston, but also recovering from the nor'easter we had. It's all good though. Jorge, are you, you're not a first time. You've been here before, right? Welcome back, buddy. Teresa McFarlane is back. Hi Bruce, back from holidays. Had a wonderful time. Glad to see your channel has grown. Welcome back, Teresa. You got to tell us how it was. How was it? Were you on back-to-back cruises? You got to help me with that. Did you see Mark the Lost Traveler? I think you did. The Steaming Bean, 2,500 subs by Victoria Day and Mao. Well, we'll cross our fingers. The Steaming Bean is saying basic is good, is good. Nothing wrong. Witty the meat and potatoes. I'm not sure what you mean. Meat and potatoes. Nothing wrong with meat and potatoes. Nothing wrong with that at all. Randy Lucas. Hi, Bruce. Sunny and 64 today in Paradise, California. Fantastic, Randy. Welcome back, buddy. Peter Heckema saying subscribers have leveled up because everyone's on cruises. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're that could well be it. We'll have to see. Alunai McCallum is here. Hi, Bruce. Not sure what it's like outside because I'm still stuck in the cubicle. Oh no! But you're watching me in the cubicle. Don't get caught. The Steaming Bean says, Bruce will have an after-hours show. We'll have an after-hours show. 9 degrees below Celsius in Sandy Bay, Saskatchewan. He goes on to say, yeah, it's cold up there. That's normal. Yeah, it's... Debbie is here. 80 degrees in Cobourg, Ontario. Tulips coming up. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they're thinking it's over. It's time to grow. Oh, my goodness. 80 degrees in Cobourg. Doreen Chapman. Hi, Bruce. 0 here in Nova Scotia. Hope you did not spend all your money at Costco. No, we didn't. I had my chicken bake. You can't get a chicken bake in Canada. You know that? Canada, you can get French fries and gravy. You can get the poutine. But in the States, you can get the chicken bake, but not up in Canada. So I had that. I love the chicken bake. And my wife loves the hot dog. She just loves the $1.50 dog. What a deal. Fantastic. Crash 3X, hello. She's saying 1 degree in the capital. She's in Ottawa. She's my number one. How you doing, Crash? Charles Jordan, good evening, Bruce. Good evening, Charles. Nice to see you. Lamarquipu Silvers, hi, Bruce. 45 and overcast in Chicago. Welcome from the Windy City. Fantastic. Pat Reed is saying, hey, Bruce. It is sunny and 44 in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, bracing for a nor'easter on Wednesday. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, have you seen the weather in Europe? Unbelievable, the weather in the UK and parts of Germany and Belgium, France. Unbelievable. Terrible over there. Debbie is saying, I'm only kidding, Bruce. 3 degrees Celsius. Debbie, you got to give me a break. I just read it as I see it. It's 80 in Cobourg. It's not 80 in Cobourg. Okay, it's 3 degrees below in the Cobourg. How's that, 25? Okay. Bob, oh, hi, Bruce. 68 here in Pelham, Alabama. Go Tide, I believe. Welcome back, Bob. It's good to have you guys all here. I did a video today. Just about an hour ago, I got it up. It's about saving money on a cruise. Today in the video, I talked about the shareholder benefit that we talk about a lot, about how you can get a cabin credit on every cruise you take. And then I concentrated on, saving money on bringing your own, cola on board, sodas, that type of thing, Red Bull drinks, bring some wine on board. Good buddy of mine told me once that he saw he was looking at the wine list on, I think it was on Princess. Was it Princess or Norwegian? It was Norwegian. The last cruise he was on was Norwegian. And just for the heck of it, he was looking at the wine list. He had no intention of buying wine, but he's just looking at the wine list. He just wanted to know what the prices were. And he wanted to know what some of the wine was being, what they were asking for some of the wine that if he knew any of the brands. And sure enough, he found a bottle of wine that he sees at Costco when he's in the States. He loves to hang out in Phoenix. And he'll go to Phoenix and at the Costco, he'll buy this bottle of wine for like $5.99. I think it's like $6. And on Norwegian, it's $40 for the bottle. So in the middle of the Atlantic, it's $40 a bottle. But in Phoenix, Arizona, it's $5.99 at Costco. I thought, oh man, what if you bought a $10 bottle at Costco? Is that an $80 bottle of wine on in the middle of the North Atlantic? I mean, my goodness. Yeah, I'm glad I don't drink very much. I very rarely have a libation. That is something. That's serious money, folks. Anyway, so I talked about that, and I talked about saving money on shore excursions, how you can do that, and how you can save money using the internet on shore rather than on the ship, and the drink package, avoiding the drink package and drinking onshore alcohol as opposed to on-board alcohol. If you can kind of limit yourself on the ship and then enjoy yourself on shore, there's a big deal. And so I added it up. It was over $1,000 in savings, which is like it was so easy to get $1,000 in savings with all these different things factored in. I was just amazed by that. And makes sense. I mean, it's a question of what you want to spend your money on and what your budget is, of course. Now, what do we have? A few more folks coming in here. Galen Davidson saying, hi, Bruce, Summerlin, BC. 0 in Summerlin, BC. Galen, I'm in Creston. How far away are we from each other? Are you kind of near Kelowna or Summerlin? Are you near Osoyoos? Southern BC, middle part? Let me know. Teresa McFarland had a great time, she's saying. First cruise was 8 days on Royal Caribbean out of Florida, then switched to a 7-day a Norwegian getaway out of Miami. And Crasher X is saying, Dodie, tell Bruce about transfusions on cruise and medical evacs. Oh, man. Let's see about this. Was not able to find Mark. I think he was hiding, laugh out loud. On the second cruise, there was some excitement. They had to call in a medevac on the last day. First time ever to see that. Oh, my goodness. How about that? On the first cruise, they were asking people to donate blood because someone needed a blood transfusion. Oh, man. Are you kidding me? Doreen said, wow, Teresa, that's crazy. Peter's helping me out. He's got my wife covered for a hot dog. $2 donation on Super Chat. Thank you, Peter, very much. My wife will appreciate that. Leaves 50 cents towards the Sunday. Didn't have room for a Sunday yesterday. Had that chicken bake. I was all filled up. I wanted to have a Sunday too. Couldn't do it, but not that I need it. So there's a reason I keep the camera from here up because you don't want to see what's down here. I mean, it's just, it's not pretty. Just imagine how pretty it is. Just, you don't want to know. Teresa McFarland, I'm sure someone on the second cruise probably uploaded a video for the air rescue. Maybe they have. Maybe it'll show up in the next few days. That could well be if people had their phones out. I'd be doing it. You bet. Galen Davidson, Kelowna, BC. Okay, Galen, you're in Kelowna. So we're about 5 hours away by car, I suppose, if we tried to reach each other. Nice to have you here. Fantastic. Welcome. Debbie Manuel, Teresa, besides the medical trauma, can you say which cruise you liked best? Which one was it? And what was the name of the ship on Royal Caribbean you were on? Curious about that. And did you have the same rooms? Like, was it an inside room on both ships, or a balcony, or was it a different room? How did it go for you? Crash Reacts is saying, I tried to find a video of the evacuation, but couldn't find one. Peter Quadling is here. Peter, 70 degrees and raining down under from Australia. Welcome, buddy. How are you? Nice to have you here. It's been a while. Yeah, that would be interesting to see if someone will post that video on the ship, the medical evac. That could well be done. I've seen the odd one in the past. It's not an often thing. It's not like the captain will say, "Hey, folks, you want to make a YouTube video of what a medical evacuation? Come on down to deck 3 and we'll set you up." They try to be discreet about it and get it done. And they don't really ask passengers for. They don't really announce it to the passengers so much. Scott Derwin. Scott, you are here. Scott Derwin. Hi, Bruce. 13 in Havre, Montana. Next week, I'll be in Santiago, Chile. I'm in for one heck of a temperature change. Time to reposition. Yes, sir. I wanted to thank you, Scott. I've been waiting, watching the last 2 or 3 days, waiting for you to get back here. You made a contribution to my cause on Patreon, and I wanted to thank you for that. You sent me or Patreon notified me that you've made a $3 commitment to my Patreon page, and I appreciate that very much. You're my second one to do that, and thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Yeah, you're going to San Diego because you're taking a cruise from Santiago, Chile, up to Miami, aren't you? And is it 26 days or something like that? I know you got a good deal on it because it's kind of like a repositioning cruise, and you got that really good airfare deal, didn't you? Where are you working your way up to Calgary first, and then you got to fly to what? You flying to JFK, and then from JFK down. Is that how it's going? Just let us know. Teresa McFarland saying Adventure of the Seas was the first cruise on Royal Caribbean she was on. Cabin looked over the promenade. The getaway food was awesome. Too good, really. Met a lot of people on both cruises. Fantastic. That's great to hear, and I'm great to hear. I'm really happy about that you got good food. This has been a topic of a lot of us lately. Mixed messaging and whatever else. No poop smell. I'm assuming you didn't have any of those issues on the cruises. I'm hoping it doesn't sound like it. Very good. How was your weather? Was your weather okay for both cruises? And which shore excursion did you enjoy the most, and why? Well, where did you go, and why did you enjoy one over another? Was it just a weather thing, or what you did? I'd be kind of curious. And then Crash the Extra saying she got a cold on the second cruise. See, Crash is her sister. See, so one is checking the other one. There's Teresa can't just say whatever she wants to say off the top of her. Crash is watching everything she's saying, verifying. See, Teresa is saying the captain actually announced that there was a helicopter coming in. Well, there you go. The helicopter couldn't land, so it had to hover to get the patient and the spouse. Oh my gosh, what a ride. Oh, I can imagine the expense of that. Must have been a fortune. I hope they had insurance, these people. Marlenia Aaron Zeller is here. Hi, Aurora, Colorado, Saturday, 70, Sunday, 63, and today, 45. Yeah, that's winter in Colorado. Like Calgary, Alberta, very similar. It can really shift. Welcome back, Marliana. It's great to have you back. Crash 3X, laugh out loud. It's so true. She can't put one past me. That's right. Teresa's saying weather was great for both cruises. First week was really windy, really windy. But it was a warm wind, I'm sure, and it was a tropical type humid wind rather than a dry wind. I wish I had my phone on me. At the time, I would have had a video it. She would have videoed the evac, but she didn't. She didn't have it on her at that point. I did read a story about someone who was medically evac. I did an evac about a month ago, maybe, and they got the bill from their healthcare provider. $50,000 was the cost because the distance from the ship to the shore was extensive. And I thought, wow, the first it has to come out there, hover, pick up, and go. I don't know how many hours of helicopter time you're paying for, but if it's 5,000 an hour, 10,000 an hour, plus your personnel on board, I mean, it's just unfathomable the amount of money that this can cost. So you're just hoping that these people here would have had medical evac insurance, because you can get medical insurance that is specific with specific perils and others, and it may not cover evac. It may only cover hospital stays, or it covers tests, or limited. So you have to really be careful when you're buying travel insurance, that you're getting the kind of travel insurance that will cover you against catastrophic one-offs like this, where you're being evac, whether you like it or not, because if they've already done a blood transfusion on board, this individual must have been in really bad shape. And it was obviously life or death to get them off that ship now, without being able to wait 24 or 36 hours to get to land. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Teresa, S. Swan is saying, hi, Bruce. 57 degrees and sunny Greensboro, North Carolina. Hey, how you doing? Sylvia, she says, Sylvia, welcome back. Nice to have you here. That's weather that you can take compared to what it could have been and what you may have had lately. That's fantastic. Welcome back. I caught a news article on Friday night, I think it was, or was it Saturday? No, Saturday. I saw it Saturday night after my 2:00 show, and I caught the news announcement from Princess Cruises. It was not necessarily Princess itself doing it. Excuse me. It was sort of like a blog that covered it, and Princess Cruises is testing on the Ruby Princess what's called an early boarding program. I love these PR things, what they call them. What it is we're hitting you up for cash if you want to get on the ship first. It's the deal is you pay extra to board early to be able to get reservations to especially restaurants and shore excursions. So let me get this straight. Okay, I'm the customer here, and I shopped around for a cruise, and/or I've had a travel agent do it for me. And let me see if I got this right. I booked a balcony with you guys for two people for whatever the fare was. What you're asking, or the best price I can find, and I'm paying the taxes and the fees, and I got to pay the tipping on top of that. And then you're offering me drink packages. You're going to try to really push those on me. You've got specialty restaurants now because it used to be all inclusive, but not it isn't anymore. I get it. It's all sort of you pay what you want, right? Pay for what you want. But now you're offering me the opportunity, quote unquote, to pay you extra money so I can get on the ship first. I'm assuming I can whip over to my cabin and unload my carry-on, get my valuables in the safe, throw the rest on the bed, and then I can run my ass off like an idiot to the restaurant, the specialty restaurants that I want to pick, and make my reservations because after all, the specialty restaurants only hold 100 to 200 people each. I mean, they don't hold 700 people per seating. And so in order for me to get the restaurant at the steakhouse I really want, which costs me extra, or if I want a restaurant in the Chinese side or the Italian one, all these restaurants, which I'm paying extra for over and above, I gotta pay you extra money, so I can go make reservations to pay extra money. And then you're also telling me if some of those shore excursions might sell out sooner than you can imagine. So you better run your ass off to the booking counter over there and book there too, because there's 2,500 people coming behind you at any time. I'm thinking this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's all going internet. It's all going wireless. Why can't I just book everything from home, from the comfort of my living room? What if I have a walker? What if I'm 67 years old and I've had a hip operation and I'm still recovering and I'm in physio? I can't run my ass off on a 1,000-foot long ship with 15 decks to do this and do. Why would I pay you guys extra to do that? That's ridiculous. Why don't you service me rather than me pay you so I can service myself? I don't get it. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Now they're trying to compare this to that quicker to the fun pass that Carnival is promoting. And I'm kind of looking at that going, Carnival, I hear what you're doing and I understand where you're coming from, but you're really breaking up the classes of people on board. You're really differentiating everybody. And I don't particularly like it. I actually find it more off-putting than on-putting. This is just a personal take. It's just my little rant here. I'd be curious to know what you folks think. Do you think this is a reasonable thing? I don't know how much this is going to be. Is it $50 more? It'll probably include de-embarkation status. It might include onshore, get off the ship first privileges. I don't know. All I know is if I book an onshore excursion through the cruise line that they're putting on, and they tell me that I have to be in the main showroom at 8 a.m, ready to go, then I think we're all going together at 8:15 to get off that ship. I mean, that's just how I think this is going to go. Why would I have to pay extra for this? I really am stumped at that. Why can't I just book two people on that shore excursion a month before the cruise on the internet? Saves people standing at a counter having to look after me. I've pre-booked it. I may prepaid you. You already got my money. Why would you take the chance that the day that I'm getting to the ship, I'm held up by the airport. I can't get to the ship as early as I thought, and I can't take advantage of your early booking nonsense. And I'm just going to take my chances when I get on the ship. That's just the way it is. Or how about this? I booked last week to take that shore excursion, but I didn't know, and how could I know that next Tuesday when that shore excursion actually happens, it's going to be piss and rain in Jamaica that day. It's going to be pouring, but the excursion's on, rain or shine. But if I had a choice, I'd have canceled it. But you trying to sell me this $50 or whatever money deal to book early, and I already know what the weather's like in 3 days. I'm not going to pay you extra to not. Why would I pay you extra and then not book the Jamaica thing? I'm not going to go. I'll stay on the ship, and I'm going to say I don't need to pay you guys $50 to run around like my head's cut off to do all these reservations. I'm on the ship to relax. I thought, to get away from stress. I thought, to take it easy and enjoy myself. And I find this this irks me. I think you folks are getting the drift, huh? Okay, let's see. See if there's any other comments coming in. Okay, Scott Durwood saying the cruise that he's on from Santiago is 16 days, Santiago to Los Angeles. I'll be in Calgary on Sunday for the Flames game. You're right. The flight is Calgary, JFK, Santiago. Okay, so you're doing a 16-day to LA. Fantastic. And Debbie then said, actually, travel insurance is what we should talk about in more detail. We cannot have fun unless we get the correct insurance. Anyone know? I hear you there. Sebastian is saying you can pay extra to stay more time the last day of the cruise. You can stay extra to stay more time. I mean, kind of. On Royal, I think Sebastian is saying, depends on the ship and the itinerary. I know these ships are generally, they're run with military precision on de-embarkation and embarkation day. The ship is getting in there at 4 or 5 in the morning. They get that ship tied up on the pier, and immediately the staff down below, they are unloading big time. They're unloading everything, all the empty containers, the waste, the garbage, sewage, you name it. It's all coming out. Different parts of the ship have different functions, obviously, and they have multiple openings along the side of the ship. On the opposite side of the ship is where they're refueling the ship on that side. There's just all kinds of activity going on. We're still sleeping at 4 in the morning. By 6, 7 in the morning, the bags are off practically. They're well on their way to being all off the ship. And all the provisions are now coming on the ship for the kitchen. The kitchen is getting ready for all the meat and all the flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and you name it. The alcohol is all coming. All the drinks are coming. You name it. So it's just a beehive of absolute insanity. And what they try to do with us as passengers is kind of hope that we get up around 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30. We get ourselves packed up. We go maybe to the buffet for a quick bite to eat our last breakfast or the dining room, and then we come back to our rooms and we get our suitcases and whatever, our carry-ons, and then head to our assigned locations for our departure. And they get us off that ship, and by 10, 11 in the morning, everyone's off. Everybody's off that has to be off. Because at 10:30, 11:30, here they come. The next group is coming. And the rooms are being cleaned at 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 11. They're set up, ready to go for the next guest. And now from 11 until 4, mayhem the other direction as we're all coming on, getting ready for our holiday. And, I don't even think about the fact when I get on a cruise ship, it really doesn't occur to me that there were 3,500 people or 5,500 people, however big the ship is, who just left. I don't even think about those guys because I don't care. I don't care about those guys. I care about me. And this is day one for me. And it's also exciting. But the crew, I mean, at the end of the day, they're exhausted. They're so happy when that ship pulls away from the pier. Oh, okay, we got that done. We got our new load. Let's just get back to our routine here and, cook food, clean sheets, and do laundry and vacuum carpeting, and away we go. Call out some bingo numbers and let's light it up. Unbelievable. Sebastian saying on Royal, I think it's the extra time. Teresa McFarland saying, first cruise, we left the hotel at 10 a.m., was at the port at 10:30, went straight to check-in and walked right on the ship. Never after 28 cruises have I ever boarded that fast. Isn't that something? That's awesome. Peter Heckham is asking about the insurance. Do you know if the insurance which the cruise line sells you when you book a cruise covers evac? Yes and no, Peter. It depends on the policy. I would say that a lot of the travel insurance offered to you Could be through your travel agent, could be through the cruise line. They'll have the extra. They will send you a copy of what's covered and what's not. They'll, of course, they have to. They have to give you a certificate of insurance. But I would say, Peter, if you're planning a cruise, or anyone out there planning a cruise, and you're in need of, you think you want to have insurance, you feel the need for it, you may want to call your own insurance agent, even your car insurance agent, even those guys. If you don't have like a life insurance policy of any significance, you might have life insurance through work, for example. But if you don't have any private, personal life insurance, call your car insurance people. They sell it all, and tell them, hey, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going on a holiday. I'm going to fly out here, and I'm going to land there, and I'm going to be on the ship for a week, and I'm going to be on a 2-3 week holiday. They can offer you a 1 month all-inclusive travel insurance deal that'll cover everything. And you can now price shop. You can see if your insurance agent can outdo the cruise line, because the cruise line might offer you their insurance on just like on their website, and you can just click and get a quotation. They'll ask you, how old are you, that sort of stuff. The insurance company, the same thing, and you may find that the cruise line is offering it for $250, and your car insurance agent at home, who's saying, since you're already a customer of ours and you already have auto insurance, I can give you travel insurance for boom, and it might be less, way less, and it covers everything. Worth a call, always worth a call. Miss Swan is saying, I'm going on a cruise at the end of April, Carnival Ecstasy, and I'm not paying any extra for specialty dining. I'm paying enough for the cruise. Laugh out loud. Yes, there's plenty to eat on the plenty to eat on the ship without having to go into a specialty restaurant. You don't. Now, if you're on a 1 week cruise and it's an anniversary cruise, or a honeymoon cruise, and you want to have a little extra, we had when I was on my last cruise with my wife, we were on the Ruby Princess, and our neighbors, we were on the balcony, by the way, we're on the balcony, and our neighbors, we had said hi to them. They had when we had departure day in Los Angeles, we're out hanging out on our balconies and watching what's going on, and we're saying hi to people on our balconies, our neighbors. Didn't turn out to be the cruise from hell at all. Excuse me. But the couple on the side, it was their anniversary. They were on an anniversary cruise, and on the 4th night, they had dinner, an anniversary dinner, on their deck, on their balcony, tended by the staff, and it was all first rate. So we knew, my wife and I knew, that on this particular evening they were going to have their anniversary dinner, and we'd noticed about an hour before dinner time, there were staff already coming there with the table. They had brought a special table with the white linen, and they had two dining chairs brought in, and they were getting ready to set up. So we discreetly made sure that we weren't in our cabin at all. We headed up. It was dinner time anyway for us, so we were off having our own dinner. But we stayed out a little longer, and when we got back, the event had happened, and we met them the next day. We kind of talked to them the next day. How was your dinner? And they talked about how great it was. They just loved it, and they had at least they had a busboy, a waiter, a captain. They had their wine. The wine steward came by with the wines, the champagne, all just done perfectly with the champagne on ice, and then the various courses of the meal. And I said, "How was the food?" "Oh, it was fantastic. Everything was warm. Nothing cold. Like when the entree came, it was hot. It was fantastic." They were right on it. The staff was right on it. They paid extra for it, but it was special. And they had some flowers in a vase, and yeah, it was very good. So didn't ask them how the rest of the evening went. I kind of left that sort of to all of our imaginations. But from the looks on their faces, everyone seemed happy and still married the next day. So I think it went very well. Let's see. And she's also saying about this Carnival cruise, I'm not paying for Quicker to the Fun either. Way to go, Sylvia. There you go. Mark, the Lost Traveler. Hello, everybody. He's back. Teresa. Hey, Mark. Where were you? She's saying they were supposed to meet. Mark says, man, I'm sorry. I was looking for you. Oh, man. Oh, no, 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 no. Mark, I was just about to download the video from the Coast Guard. I was by the water slide, uh, I guess, when this happened. Teresa is saying, I looked on your YouTube channel to what you looked like, and I kept going up to strange men asking if they were Mark. Laugh out loud. Oh, no. Teresa, cool to have to have to watch it on your channel. Mark the Lost Traveler saying, "Laugh out loud." I looked at your Facebook doing the same thing, but a few of the ladies were saying, "I'll be Teresa if you like." I think I asked about 400 women. This is a whole new blind date. I'm telling you right now. Too funny, Teresa saying. Mark is saying upload on YouTube in about an hour. He's going to have an upload up there. Oh my goodness. Jorg is saying you're fun to watch. Mark Lost Traveler. I was on the ship in 25 minutes after I got off the hotel van, he says. I stayed at the Red Roof by the airport and paid $7 a day to keep the car there. What a deal. Park your car for $7 a day. That's worth it. Way to go. Oh my God. George McCrower is here. Hi, George. 74 Sunny, the Villages. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Mark the Lost Traveler saying lots of video to download onto YouTube, he's saying. Teresa is saying, glad you got the video. I was going to start searching on YouTube to see if anyone had uploaded it. This is about the medical evac. Peter Heckema, booked on Symphony. All right, Peter, the big one. You're going to be on the biggest ship. Mark the Lost Traveler saying, did you hear about the people left behind? One guy in Belize, 2 people in Costa Maya, almost 4 in Cozumel. It'll all be posted on the tube. People leaving, you're not getting back in time. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. One in Honduras, he's saying as well. Unreal. Sonny Wallace is here saying, hi, Bruce, I would not pay for quicker to the fun. I'll just wait to go after everyone else that wants to pay more. See, this is my thinking too. This princess thing just gets, I'm thinking, screw you guys. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying you extra. You're not giving me anything extra. Are you giving me a discount on the shore excursions? Are you giving me 10% off on the specialty restaurants? You giving me anything? No, you're just taking. And you're making me run my butt off to now hurry before everyone else gets on the ship. No, I'm not playing that game. I'm not going to play that game. I'm going to kind of take it easy and take what I get. And if I have to wait till 8:15 to have dinner instead of 8 o'clock, I'll wait till 8:15. But I'm not paying an extra X amount of dollars for the privilege of booking a cruise or a meal that I got to pay you extra for on a specialty cruise anyway. It's ridiculous. You're just making me mad. You're not. I'm not feeling good. Sad. No happiness. Oh my! Teresa's going on to say, I heard them announcing names in those ports. Didn't realize they missed the boat. Yep, they missed the boat. Peter is saying, booked on Symphony of the Seas in November. I purchased insurance from the cruise line, but we'll check if it covers evac. Please, yeah, let us know. Let us know. That'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting trip, of course. I'm looking forward to your report on that too. Yeah, people missing cruises happens. Not like every time, but it happens. And boy, does it cost you, especially if, let's say you're in Honduras, and the ship has one stop in Cozumel and then it's back to Florida. You're flying back to Florida one way. Good luck. I hope you got your passport on you. I hope you got your credit card on you, because I don't know how you're going to get the dough to do it. Get on the phone, if you can find a phone, to someone to wire you money through Western Union or something. I mean, how are you going to do it? What a mess. What an absolute nightmare. And you need a flight today, sir? Oh yeah, we got a flight today. Oh yeah, no problem. One way? Oh yeah, we got a flight one way today. Oh yeah. You will pay dearly. Oh my goodness. Don't be late for the cruise ship. It's getting ready to leave. You don't want to be doing that. Oh gosh, no. I was looking up something else I caught the other day. I've done this before. Questions that people have of cruise lines. Questions that are asked of the captain or asked of staff. And I found some more questions that I thought would be of interest to all of us. The first question is, I thought this made a lot of sense. Actually, this is I think a pretty legit question from probably a new traveler who may not have may never have traveled before ever. The question is, on the cruise, does the ship have satellite or cable TV? That's a legitimate question, don't you think? Satellite or cable? What do you got? I got my favorite channels, buddy. I want to know. Can I watch my favorite shows? Here's a question that at first stumped me, even stumped me, and I thought I knew everything, but then I realized, oh, okay, now I see it. The question is, and I don't know how this person asked this question. Maybe this is what's stumping me, is I don't know how this person was able to ask this question to get the answer that they needed. And I'm not sure who they asked this question to. That's the other part of this. Okay, so you have to kind of bear with me now. You got to have an open mind about this question. Okay, an open mind. Who would this person have asked, and how would they have asked it? Okay, here we go. There's a do not disturb sign on the inside of my door. How do I get out? Did they phone it in? Do you phone guest services? Maybe, because there's stuff going on in the hallway, and you're not supposed to go out there right now. So we got to put the do not disturb sign on the inside of the door, so you don't disturb the people in the hall, because we're very busy right now. Just keep that in mind, okay? I was wondering about that. This one too, I think maybe the room steward was asked this question. What's the combination of our safe? Like, yeah, okay, Mr. Jones, your combination is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a secret. Don't tell anybody. It's your combination. 1, 2, 3, 4 for your safe. Okay, everything in there is safe. Don't worry about it. No one will steal it. No one will steal anything. Oh, I love that one. The next one is, I thought, well, I can understand this question because depending on where you are on the ship, if you're on the top deck, like you're on like the 15th deck or the 18th deck where you've got like the big view, you could ask this question because you still might not know the answer to this question. The question is that island completely surrounded by water? That's what I want to know. I can't tell from here. I can only see the water from this side. Is it completely surrounded on the back by water, like the front and the two other sides? And this one here, I've seen this question before, but I didn't quite get it. And then I read it again, and I thought maybe you folks could help me on this one. It's the question is, we have family members on other decks. Do all the decks go to the same port? Now, some people pay extra, right? I mean, you pay more money for certain decks and certain rooms. Maybe they go to different destinations. Maybe they get to go to better places than we do. I don't know. Just wondering. I can't see them from here, right? What time does the ship turn on the northern lights? Yeah, that's a good one. And I love this one. Now, this is a hypothetical, okay? This isn't like, you wouldn't ask this on the spot, but this is a hypothetical. I guess it's best to know in advance, certain things before they happen, okay? Okay, so here we go. This is the hypothetical question. I think it's legit. If the ship sinks, can I get a non-smoking lifeboat? Yeah, that's a convenience thing. I mean, there's smoking lifeboats and non-smoking lifeboats. Can I have a non-smoking lifeboat? I don't want to be with all those smokers on a smoking lifeboat. I just got off a ship that's sinking over here. I want to have a non-smoking lifeboat. Yeah. And the last one, again, if you've been to you've been to the zoo many, many times, and you've been to like water parks, like aquariums a lot, this question makes sense, really. Um, which side of the ship? Let me try that again. Which side of the ship do the whales come up on? You know, which I don't want to miss it. I can't run it's 200 feet over there. I might have to go all the way around the back, and there's people in between here. There's the pool in the middle. You know, to get from one ship to the other. This is an ordeal. It would really help me if you could please tell me. After all, you work here, you know, you're on the ship all the time. It's not like you're not on the sea 7 days a week. You should know this stuff. Could you just tell me what side of the ship the whales come up on? That's all I'm asking. I mean, come on. Is it on the side where the shore is, 5 miles away, or is it on the open? I mean, you know, help me out here. I'm a paying tourist. I deserve to know. I'm paying good money for this cruise. I love these. I love these comments. Let's see here. What do we got here? What have I got here? What have we got here? We got comments. Okay, Mark the Lost Traveler is talking about this medical emergency. He says, I knew there was an emergency when they closed everything down, and we went from 8 knots to about 23 knots. And then I asked an officer, he was shocked. So I knew something was going on before the people. So I'm not sure what you meant, but the officer was shocked or shocked? I'm not quite sure. Soulful of Music, the most overused expression by cruise lines is limited availability. Thank you very much. Yes, we have 5,800 passengers on board. We have a limited availability for everything. Yeah, it's limited availability. Yeah, that's a good one. We're gonna have riots on board. We only have enough water for 4,500 people. Sorry, limited availability. Matt saying the MSC Seaside doesn't have cable television. No, I guess not. Mark the Lost Traveler, I told him I've been on over 30 ships and I've seen this before, and then he told me the truth. Oh, he was trying to kind of, yeah, buddy. You just run along, boy. You don't let the pros from Dover handle this little situation, and don't worry your pretty little mind. Oh, okay. Oh, very interesting. I'd rather tell me, Matt. I'm a grown up. You know, you're not going to scare me. I mean, come on. Jeez. Cup of Spring is here. Hi, Bruce. Just came to say you have great videos. I'm going to Gran Canaria on Wednesday, this time by airplane. Gran Canaria, where's that? Is it Grand Cayman? Are you going to the Grand Cayman? You going to Cayman Islands? Where's Gran Canaria? Welcome, Cup of Spring, by the way. It's nice to have you here, but can you tell me where Gran Canaria is? I'll pass it on to my viewers. Bob O. Cable, how do you run the coax cable? Exactly. That's an awful long cable you got there. My goodness. Debbie Emanuel, cable, like through a trench in the middle of the ocean? Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Sylvan Forrest saying, which elevator takes you to the front of the ship? I can't walk all that way, man. Hey, you got to help me out here. Isn't there horizontal elevators? They have them on Star Trek. That was from the 60s. That show was from the 60s. It's 2018. They got to have that by now. Oh, my. Matt, I meant any TV except for the onboard channels. I meant Teresa McFarland. You are so observant, Mark. So observant. George McCrower, does anyone know of any ship that offers cable TV? That would be one hell of a long cable. Yeah, that's right, George. Bobo, you guys kill me. Matt, we don't call it cable TV in the UK, but what I meant was it doesn't have any regular channels. Okay. Okay. Sylvan Forrest, what do you do with the ice sculptures when they melt? Yeah, where do they go? I mean, you know, they're right there. Where are they now? Bobo, got you, Matt. Just spoken some fun. Matt, he's loving it. Jorge, hilarious questions. Mark the Lost Traveler, where do you get the water for the saltwater pool? Do you bring it in? Is it special delivery at the last port? How many gallons do you have to have on board of salt water to fill the pools with salt water? Where do you get this stuff? This, yeah. Bob, oh, Wales, it's always the side you're not on. Always. They're over there. No, they're over there. You just missed them. They're over there. That's right. Wes Morrison, I would think a smoking lifeboat would not have flares. That's right. I think a smoking lifeboat has flares that went off prematurely inside the inside the unit. Yeah, that's a smoking lifeboat. George McCarr, the sad point about those lucid questions is those people vote and they vote regularly. They don't miss one. Funny. Oh gosh, Mark Lost Traveler, does the sun come up on the same side every day, or does it shift? You know, what about next week? Where does the sun come up? Right. Good one, Mark. Teresa McFarland, Mark, the guy left in Belize wasn't that Norwegian Cruise Line's own island? How is the guy supposed to get home? Oh, if they left him in Belize on their own private island. Oh yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, he's going to have to get a ride on a little boat from the staff. They probably have their own way to get him. I have no idea whether they have an airplane. Maybe. Oh boy, bring out the cash! Bring out the cash! Oh my God, do they have idiots insurance? Like there's medical insurance. There's evac insurance. Is there idiot evac insurance? Maybe there's a business for that. I'm going to sell you a policy, sir, that not only covers you for getting ill, in case you get sick on board and you need to get to a hospital. We're not going to cover you for that. We're going to cover you in case you need to be helicoptered off the ship and get really ill. We'll cover you for that. But we're going one step further because we we have the impression by just looking at you, you got those kinds of eyes. You have those kind of eyes that sort of tell me as an insurance agent, you're a bona fide moron. And you're gonna miss one of your cruise ships. You're gonna miss one stop. It's either gonna be in Ojo Rios or it's gonna be Cozumel. But there's a Senior Frogs with your name on it, and you're gonna have a couple of those house specials, the 2-for-1 drinks. You're gonna miss your boat. We're gonna sell you I missed the boat insurance. And we're gonna get you idiot evac insurance to evacuate you back home from where you came from because you need it. You're giving off all the signs. I can. The receptors are getting hit. I'm telling you right now. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Swim, I guess Mark is saying. That's why I guess you have to swim. Take a boat over to the main island. Then from there, who knows? And yeah, who knows? Laugh out loud, Teresa saying, hope he's a good swimmer. Mark the Lost Traveler. Lady asked me what floor is the front of the ship. I said we have decks, and the front is on all decks. Peter Eckema, now that you have told everyone my safe combination, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to have to go and change it. That's right, Peter. The jig is up, buddy. You're cooked now. We all know. Mark Lost Traveler saying my flare went off. The staff boat. Oh man, Mark's going. Wow, wonder what the bill for that Coast Guard back to Miami. Oh yeah, you don't want that bill. Oh no, I don't know. Even if you have insurance, the insurance might be like 10,000. We'll give you evac insurance, and then you read the fine print. We cover the first 10 grand. The other 40 you pay. I mean, I don't know. Sean Johnson saying cruise lines could cash in on that suggestion, Bruce. Ultimate drink and dummy package, $200 a day. We pick you up when you fall down. We're here for you, baby. Just keep drinking. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, you just have fun, and we'll figure it out. We'll get you. We'll get you home. Yeah, this is just unbelievable. How many folks are missing their ship? Unreal. Just crazy. And the questions, fantastic. Folks, any of you want to give me a thumbs up today? I'll take it. I see we got 20 so far. Thank you for all the thumbs ups today. If you want to give me some more, I'll take any I can get. We love it. And thanks also for the super chat today. Was it Peter? You stepped in there. Thank you for that. I appreciate that too. I think I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. We're having too much fun. I'll tell you. Enjoy my video I loaded today about saving money on a cruise. you know someone that's a new cruiser and thinking of going on a cruise, tell them to watch that video. It's I think it makes a lot of sense. What's he saying here? Mike's saying, Mark Lost Traveler, do all know how to bypass decks while on the elevator, like go from deck 5 to 15 without stopping? Do all know how to bypass? I'm not sure. 21 thumbs up. Oh, thanks, Mark. Bypass deck. Not quite sure what that means. Anyway, thanks anyway for everyone today for watching today. This has been great. Like I said, if anyone needs to learn about cruising, that video I did today probably will help a lot. And anyone who can, if you want to forward that, share that with your friends on Facebook or on link it on Twitter. That would be great. Take any exposure I can get. That'd be fantastic, folks. I appreciate it as always. It's been a great day. I really appreciate it. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll do it again tomorrow at 5 o'clock. As a matter of fact, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's 2 for Tuesday, 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So I got some work to do to get my subject matter together, and we'll have fun on that. Michael, keep your finger on the close button. And Teresa saying bye, Bruce. Bye, everyone. Debbie, thanks for another great show, Bruce. Make the workday just fly. See you guys tomorrow. Pamela saying good night, all. See you next time. Thanks for all your thumbs ups. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the laughs. Have a great evening. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying thanks for watching me today and enjoying the show. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. and tomorrow night at 8. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.